Hello YouTube, in this video we're going to create a simple enemy spawner, and then we're going to make a shredder at the bottom of the screen to destroy any enemies and lasers that run into it. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. First we're going to get rid of the two enemy prefabs in the scene, and we're going to create a new empty game object. We'll call it enemy spawner. We'll reset the transform and move it above the screen, and then we'll create a flow script controller, create new and bound, and we're going to add a new variable. Go to new, collections, list, Unity engine, and look for game object. And we'll call this enemies. Click on null, then list, expand it and click add element twice, and then we're going to drag in the two enemy prefabs. Alright, let's go back to the canvas. I'm going to add a new vector 2 called bounds. And if we look back at the player boundaries, we'll just stick with -8 and 8 for these values. Alright, we're going to get on update. I'm going to look for cooldown. And we'll connect the two. Alright, we'll set the time to 2. And then we're going to look for instantiate. And connect finish from the cooldown into the instantiate node. Alright, and let's get enemies. Now we're going to look for random and choose get random list item. And then we'll drag the value from there into original in the instantiate node. Alright, and now we want to make it instantiate an enemy at a random spot in between the two bounds. So if we get transform position, and we want to extract that, and all I want to expose is the Y and Z, and then let's get bounds, and we'll need to extract that as well. Expose X and Y, and now we're going to look for random, and choose the ones with the floats. And drag in the X and Y. Now we're going to create a new vector 3. And drag in all the values. And then we'll plug that into the position port of the instantiate node. All right, let's test. Looks good. I'm also going to change the cooldown to 1.5. You can set it to whatever you want for your game. And I'm going to drag this enemy spawner into the prefabs folder. Alright, and next we're going to create the shredder at the bottom of the screen, which will destroy any enemies and enemy lasers. So first, let's duplicate the original shredder object, and we'll rename it to enemy shredder. And let's drag it into the hierarchy. And let's move the box collider down. Let's go to canvas, and we'll delete switch node and the compare tag node, because we're just going to destroy anything that touches it. So we'll drag enter into the destroy node. Click apply and let's test it out. Right, the lasers are getting destroyed, and so are the enemies. And that looks good. Alright, that's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to use sorting layers, and then we'll create a neat little star field particle system. So I will see you then.